Morning, YouTube. I'm on my way in to check one of our claims. It seems like a rancher or somebody has stretched barbed wire across the claim and denied access, so I'm on my way to check it. And it's for the road runners. This stopped up here on top of the hill to give you a view. I'm in the foothills, about 6 miles in. It's really cloudy morning. I'm trying to beat the rain, but I wanted to give you a shot of where we're at here. I'm gonna drive one-handed now and see what we can do as far as hanging on to this. It gets a little rougher as we go in a little bit farther. This is actually part of the burn area when years ago it burned outside of Mayer. Didn't get to our house, but got to a few others, and as you can see, there's nothing left on the hillside. There's not any shrubs. There isn't any anything that's growing right now. I mean, everything's dead for the winter, but this used to have all kinds of scrub oak and manzanita and lots of brush here. It's all gone. Of course, now we can see a lot of extra bedrock where we go to mine, and I believe some of this area is still open. The road is actually pretty good. It probably doesn't look like it in the camera because it's bouncing around, but this is as good as it's been for a long time. So I'm going to click this off because you're probably tired of watching me bounce around. This is interesting. This is usually dry right here, and we got a little bit of water trickling out. Used to be a lot of petroglyphs down in here, and too many people decided that, well, they should have them or destroyed them, so they're not here anymore, but that's still a really nice area. This part of the road is called the Goodwin Road, and we call this area, it's been nicknamed Scary Hill for a good reason. As I get down here a little bit closer, I'll try to keep the video on. There's a tremendous drop-off here on my left, and years ago, a guy and his wife were coming down here, and she decided it was too scary, so it was called Scary Hill. She bailed out of the truck, and then she got her nickname, Bailout Judy. And this is part of the reason. Let's see if I can get a shot of this for you. I don't know if I can from right here. Let me get down a little bit farther here. But this is one lane, and I don't know if I can get a picture of it, but there are two cars at the bottom of this we'll call it hill. It's pretty scary. That's why it's called Scary Hill. So let me see if I can get you a picture out here without getting hit by another car. So here's what's over the edge. Probably can't even see the car in the bottom here anymore, but this is quite a drop. It's probably a couple hundred feet down, and as you can see on the far side here, this is the mountain that feeds down into the creek down there. It's called Little Wolf Creek. Here's another shot of the edge that we're right up against here in the Jeep. Right down at the bottom here is where the cars used to be laying. And as you can see, they're either covered over or gone from some of the flooding we've had up here. But again, we're just downstream a little bit farther from it. I was hoping to see some wildlife. It's kind of like the night before Christmas, not a creature stirring. We haven't seen rabbits, squirrels, mountain lions, or bear anywhere, not on the side of the road. So I guess it'll be uneventful as far as wildlife. Off the mountain now, this is where Little Wolf is in the bottom. That's what was flowing. Excuse the mirror and things. I'm shooting outside the vehicle. As you can see, we've had extensive flooding here. This is all cobbles from the last flood due to the fire. And it's moved a lot of material. They come in and blade this road every once in a while just to keep the cobble off the road. Wolf Creek Crossing now. If you can see the water running, there's good water running across the creek. You can see how tore up the side is. One of my videos previously showed where it was flash flooding, and where I'm standing right here now was water. It was about 30 feet wide and 5 feet deep through here. And we are in the pines and the scrub oak and some of the others that survived the fire. But looks like there's good water crossing here, and you know, this is December. That's pretty good. Well, I'm on the Red Runner claim now. This is a claim marker for the bad luck claim. I'm looking for good luck. I believe it's the other way, but I'll just pan through here. This is where the fire was, partially on both hillsides. That used to be solid manzanita and scrub oak up there, and now it just floods everywhere. Still got our pine trees down here though. It's pretty good. It's pretty rough up in here because we get a lot of material washing off the hillsides and going through the camp areas and causing us some grief. But as you can see, you know, this all survived down here where my Jeep is. That's a massive pine tree, probably a 60-footer. But behind it is where the fire was. You notice there's no growth. Everything is gone. I found the claim marker below us. I don't know if I can get it, zoom in on it or not. Yeah, there it is. Oops. That was bad luck up there, and this is no luck claim. So let me zoom out here. You can't see much of it down there, but no luck goes down the road here a ways. Through this, there's pretty good camping, and guys camp in here and just work off the side of the hill there to the creek. Looks like the rancher who was around here apparently thinks he can close off this access to our claim, and has fenced it clear up over the hill. I don't know if you can see where it goes, but this is the hill going up from the claim. You can see the fence going clear up to the top of the hill. And this is the good luck claim. I guess I'm not too far, you can't see that. But there it is. And as of right now, you cannot get across the where the fence is to go upstream to the rest of our claim. And we've got considerable ground up that way. We are open downstream, as you can see. And lots of flood material in here, lots of good water running, so it's a terrible time to close off our claim. And this is brand new fence, just put in, because this wasn't here a couple months ago. And it definitely is no gate anywhere, no access. Not a good thing, so I guess it's time to get in touch with the Forest Service and see what they're going to do about it. Well, the first flood will probably take it out anyhow, but in the meantime, we can't use this part of our claim. Coming out on the road, this Goodwin Road, and I just wanted to stop and show you some more of the fire area. This is just before I get to Little Wolf. And you can see the road goes up over the hill, but everything's bare. There's no shrubbery, there's nothing hardly at all growing out here after the fire. It's just scalped everything. And it's trying to grow back when there's some water and in the summertime and in the spring, but it's going to be a while. I'm standing in Mule Canyon now on my way out, again from checking the claim. This is right in the midst of where the fire was. You can see the hills are all bare. Beautiful bedrock here if you're a miner. It really means a lot to us. As you can see below me here, the flooding that's taken place and all the sand that's in here goes downstream quite a ways. This is actually where the petroglyphs were, and some still are here. Somebody took like the top half of the rock. I mean, you're going to really want a petroglyph to do that. As you can see, this is a really big bedrock outcrop here. And the petroglyphs are up this bedrock. This is all that's left. This was a big rock. And a lot of it's gone now, but as you can see here, There's some of the footprints, and up higher there's a little bit here, but the rest of it used to be to the side here, and it's totally gone now. So I'm going to wander downstream. I think this might have been Yavapai Sioux here. I'm not sure, but I'm going to wander downstream to where that other big bedrock outcropping is, and see, there was one down there of an Indian shooting a bow at it looked like a cat, but let me get down there a ways. Well, I walked quite a ways down creek, and I can't find that. Obviously it's gone. I don't know if somebody took it or the flood got it, because this is a result of a burn like we had. We lost 28,000 acres, and as you can see, this is what's rolled down the hill because there's nothing to hold the water back anymore when it rains. And it's got a pretty good flood that happened here. As you can see, way downstream, it's just almost not passable even to walk through right now. But it is what it is. And the fire's over. The flooding's here for a few years, and hopefully it brings us some gold to work with.